61 is going to be a crap.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County. All right, well, I don't even know what the hell the date is. What's the date today? The 18th? 19th. It's January 19th, 2019. All right, the thumbnail that you see on that video, on my video, is what it was like this morning at around 6:45 a.m. That's about the time the sun rises where I am. Rises, or comes closer to us, obviously, on our flat plane. We have a storm coming in, and they are chemtrailing us like you wouldn't believe. And there's one thing I did notice with these planes or drones or whatever they are. I don't know what they are. I'm beginning to think, I mean, I don't think they really are planes. I think they might be drones. I don't know. Anyway, that's just my philosophy on it. I could be wrong. Who knows? Anyway, before we get a storm, these things just pollute the sky. I mean, all day long. And God knows what happens when the clouds are completely covering the sky. I don't know what's going above that because you can't see it. So we have a snowstorm coming up here in the Northeast. And it's got everybody running around like train rats, and the lines in the supermarket are like lines in Russia if they were giving out free bread. I mean, that's how nuts the media gets everybody. I'm about to go to the supermarket right now. I forgot a couple things, so do it early. That's what I suggest. Do it early. Get up early. Go shopping. Do what you got to do, and then you're done. And it's 9 o'clock, and you get to have a nice cup of coffee and spend time with your family. I'm going to be doing, I guess, a breakdown of the storm as it progresses, because we have some really unusual weather coming up. Not something that hasn't happened before in the past, but kind of unusual. For example, we have snow coming in today, 3 to 6 inches here, possibly more. The temperature now is about 30 degrees. Tomorrow it's going to drop down to 2. 2 or 6, okay? It's not unusual. It does happen. But to go from 36 degrees to 2 in less than a 24-hour period is remarkable, don't you think? Oh, you say it's a cold front coming in from Canada. Yeah, probably. I'm telling you, that is unusual. It's not something that happens quite often here. So it's going to be a combination of ice, snow, rain. It's going to be quite a nice mess. We're looking forward to it, and I'm trying to, well, forget it. I'm trying to find a nice little parking spot too, close to my place, so I can monitor the vehicle. All right, a couple other things I did want to bring up, and I want you to think about this, okay? I mean, we all know we live on a flat plane. We're stationary, motionless, and the sun and the moon are fake. They're not what you think. I could say it a million times, but it still doesn't sink into people. It still doesn't sink in. I want you to think about a couple things. Oh, look, there's nobody here. See, this is the time you come in the morning. Right in the morning when everybody is still sleeping and tired. Beautiful. There's not a single person here. This is great. In about 2 hours, this place is going to be a madhouse. Give it to about 11 o'clock. All right. All right, you know what? Let me run in here, get what I need. Just give me a second. I'll be back. Sorry about that. That was a pure delight. Nobody in the store. In and out. Now all I got to do is just find a nice little parking spot to secure the vehicle. Snowstorm. Which is pre-manufactured, as we all know, through the chemtrails that they are spraying us with. Yeah, chemtrails. So those are chemical trails. Those are the planes that leave that big, thick cloud in the back. Yes, that is a chemtrail, my friends. The picture says 1,000 words, doesn't it? Anyway, I want you to think about one thing regarding the possibility of the mud flood theory and also previous civilizations. All of the pictures, the CGI pictures NASA gives us and all these other space agencies give us, of planets and all this other bullshit that people buy. And they say, hey, look, I saw it. I saw a picture from NASA. Of course there are planets out there. Of course we live in a fucking solar system. Why wouldn't we? It's there. I saw the picture. No, you saw a drawing. That's what you've been seeing. There's not one single... this is when they landscape mountains and stuff like that. Have you ever seen a mountain that has this top cut off? Does that make any sense at all to you? We seem to be the only planet in the entire universe that has a moon that doesn't move, that you only see one side of it. We've got mountaintops that are cut off completely. I'll give you a couple examples here. I'm going to call, and you can look this up by going into a Flat Top Mountain. Okay, and it'll give you the 10 best places to go witness these things. Of course, we can bring up Devil's Tower. You know, that's an obvious one right there. What is that? You know, what is that? Pardon my pronunciation on most of these things because they're in different countries. And Preikestolen in Norway. That's a flat top mountain. All right, that's a mountain that's been cut off, basically, right there at the bottom. Completely flat on top and cut off right on the bottom. Now, the amazing thing about these particular mountains is the travel time it takes to get to these places. Forget about just getting to the country, okay? This is just getting to the mountain when you're in the country. You have to drive 1 hour. You got to take a ferry or car, okay? So there you go. That's a 1 hour drive. This one's accessible. Brown Bluff, Antarctica. That's another mountaintop that's been cut off. First off, you got to get down to Antarctica to go even see this place. And the only way you're going to get there is by ship. Canyonlands, USA. Well, that would be, the Canyonlands. These mountains are cut off too. And one thing I noticed in a Costco ad a while ago, they had the LG screen TV, flat screen TV on it. And that's what it was showing. It was showing these Canyonlands, all these tops cut off, all these mountaintops cut off. Just an FYI. Debris Demo, Ethiopia. You've got a hitchhike over there. I don't know. I looked it up. It's like a 5-hour walk or something like that. And the cars are not accessible. Cape Town, South Africa. Oh, you people who live in South Africa, you didn't tell me about this mountain out there. Well, this is another flat top mountain that you can go see. And its only real access, apparently, is by hiking too. Cavalion, Venezuela. Bus is probably the easiest way to get there. Now, who wants to go there? I have no idea. This is my favorite. Mount Connor. This is in Australia, by the way. You've got to hire a plane to get to it, okay? It's the only way you're going to get there. But this is the biggest one that I've ever seen. And this what brought me, this particular mountaintop, that's this flat top, this flat mountain, flat top mountain, has been cut off right at the base right there. And it goes on, it's enormous. This what brought me into this subject when I saw a picture of this. I was like, my God, I can't believe I never saw any of these pictures, There's another one in Canada. Oh, come on, you guys out in Canada, you should have told me about this one. Another flat top mountain. Mount Esquard. I don't know. Sorry, I'm sure I mispronounced that one. This one's my favorite too because it's a 10 or 16 day trip to get out there. In Venezuela, there's another one, Boulder Plain. And I forget where this one is. Mount Aramani. It's a 6-day trip. That's number 10. But the Mount Connor in Australia is my favorite one. This is just gigantic. Were these previous civilizations? I don't know. If there were previous civilizations, there's got to be something around that's there that we can see. And that's where the mud flood theory comes in. You see some of these buildings, these palaces, these enormous structures that are just absolutely gigantic. This guy's running around like a chicken without a head. You see, it's already starting to get nuts. It's almost 9 o'clock now, guys. People are just starting to get up. They'll be here around 11. Okay, sorry. Got off the subject. So we can see all of this around us. How many other civilizations have there been? I have no idea. You're saying, well, just because they're flat top mountains, you're claiming there are other civilizations? how could you cut a mountain off? You know how difficult that is? At Bear Mountain, at the Bear Mountain Park, they have a rock quarry. It's quite amazing. It's up by Fishkill, New York, somewhere around there. And they've cut off a side of the mountain, and they use the rocks for, building houses or whatever they do, walls. It is quite amazing, but I have yet to see any of us ever, our civilization, shear off the top of a mountain completely. It's like impossible. There's no way. There's no way. Look at this, investigate it, check it out. Leave some comments below and let me know what you think. Damn, I had some other things to say, but all right, I'm going to be touching base with you. I'm going to monitor the storm with you, and we're going to go through the day with it. I'll be popping in and out during the day. I don't know if I could do any live feeds, but we'll see. We'll see. I got everything that I need. We're making turkey, succotash. Oh, I love succotash. Mashed potatoes. We're doing the whole thing today. And meanwhile, we'll start off with a little breakfast. That's what you got to do. A storm comes in, you can't do anything. You don't want to drive around in this. You got ice on top of snow and then ice again on top of snow. Come on, those conditions suck. It's a holiday for my daughter on Monday, but we still have to go to work, right? We work all the time. All right. Well, anyway, I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my channel and let me be a part of your life.